And this one is going to go against the Pistons. This is on Griffin, his second. And now Schroeder and Griffin have word. Technical foul. Oh, he threw the ball off Schroeder's head. Maybe that was the tee.
Well,
but I don't think he meant to do that.
Dennis is a tough little guy, but no, he said he.
Bulls turned it 13 times in the first quarter. Now we got a little extracurricular. Grant done, and now Lopez is involved.
It's the big fellas. We got Jim Bowling out there in the middle.
Adams and Lopez, but I'm not sure that's where it started.
Robin said, hey, not here, not now, not ever. Way to go, big Robin Lopez.
The deficit to 13 3 or 4 times here in the second half, but that's as close as they've gotten it. And then Jang, now we got something going on. Jang shoved Paul. Green didn't like it. He shoved Jang, and now both teams have to be separated.
Well, that's one thing you can know for sure. Gerald Green is going to have his teammates back. You see his teammates are trying to have his back by getting him away from the action, getting a hold of this situation. But watch Chris Paul, and Jang just pushes him. And then Gerald Green takes offense of that. Watch Gerald Green coming in. You can't do that. I would expect that both Jang and Gerald Green will.
Ingram, who's usually pretty mild-mannered, was hot. Now Paul punches a throw. Paul and Rondo throwing punches. Ingram comes in. He's throwing punches. Security trying to separate. So are some of the teammates. There's going to be suspensions for this one as Rondo immediately heads back to the locker room. Ingram still jawing.
But why did he push him to start with?
And then Paul hits in the face. Rondo throws a punch. Paul throws a punch. Ingram comes in here. He throws a punch. Those three will be suspended for those punches.
Multiple games.
James is trying to get back into play. You don't see Chalmers down low, but Chalmers was kicking at his ankles. James takes exception.
Well defended. Here come the Jazz. And then Teague hammers Rubio. Rubio gets up in disgust. And then Crowder in the face of Teague. Taj Gibson steps in to separate.
Does Teague just body slam him here?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know he's frustrated at the non-call.
Well, what could be interesting here, Doris, if they call a flagrant 2 on that one, that means Teague's ejected.
Yeah.
Towns already kicked out of the game for 2 technicals. I mean, that's not a play on the ball. Clearly, it's unnecessary and excessive physical.
With Towns, here's Horford, blocked on the play. Wow, and look at this. Whoa. And B going at it with Carl Anthony Towns. And the bench is empty. My goodness. Ben's got him by the neck. Towns is high. And Bead is up. These two getting tangled. And the shoving turned into this. That, my friends, are a couple of heavyweights. And Bead seems delighted.
30 points per first quarter. Oh, there is Giannis from downtown. Oh, look out. Bledsoe.
Yeah, he gave Embiid a shot to the back there. Embiid tossed the ball at him, and then Bledsoe returned the favor.
It was a backhander from Embiid.
Yeah. More like a breaking ball. I thought it was a breaking ball from Embiid, and then
Rodney Hood. 15 seconds remaining. They stopped the losing streak at 2. They've won 7 straight prior to. Oh, Sherrick hits the bucket, and it was not appreciated by Clarkson, and he threw the ball at his back.
Dunk it harder. Say to the crowd, what's up? Send them home crying. This is the professional. And I get it, Clarkson. You're trying to come over, build some social currency with your team. But that's whack.
So stop and go move. The 2.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Smart's involved now.
Someone's got to pull Smart off.
J.R. Smith just pushed an official.
Look at Jason Tatum. There it is. There's Baines blocking out, but J.R. Smith has Baines hooked. So Baines is like, give me my arm, and then there's the push, and then mayhem. There's Marcus right there.
Smart wanted a piece of Smith.
Yeah, Smart is, he's definitely a foxhole guy. You don't want to mess with that guy. He's ready. Oh, he is ready.
He's ready. He's ready.
But look at Jason Tatum right.
Durant, the crossover. Stolen by Westbrook, but he couldn't hold on. Westbrook saying no. Well, the official's going to have to step in sooner or later, as these former star teammates jawing at each other. Forehead to forehead. Mike, and I guarantee you that has happened time and time again when they were teammates practicing against one another. Yeah. It's not the first rodeo for those two. Inside, Durant. George stayed with him. George for 3.
As he got double teamed. Well, Patrick Beverley, this is what he does best. He's one of the premier defensive players in the league, and he is an absolute irritant. He's the perfect example of those players where if he's on the other team, you hate him. But if he's on your team, he's beloved.
Warriors up 10. The matchup of Patrick Beverley and Kevin Durant. His job is to frustrate, try to irritate, trash talk.
This time Durant, and a foul ball on Durant, who barks at him. Durant, they're both out. They've both been just thrown out of the game. Double technicals, which is automatic.
Going towards Beverley. But once Beverley gets up and does his part, then that's both guys. And I would say this, going into game 2, if I'm one of the referees, I'm setting the tone right away.
Series. One of the Cleveland games. James throws it up, ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
What an outstanding play.
Oh, and Nance pushes Morris. Morris goes back. They have to be separated. The play had kind of stopped. Morris started to walk.
He stood over him and said something.
Right.
Reset shot clock. Oh, exactly. Peanut butter to jelly. Or vice versa. This called a PBJ alley-oop.
they did a good job of.
And LeBron James and Tulakan, and that's what the crowd was waiting for. Oh, Cannon doing some mountain. Oh, not in my house. It is Cannon. Because of LeBron's comments the other night, Tulakan got involved or in front of LeBron and gave him a little shove, and a little shove.
Oh, man.
And here comes the police force.
Right.
Oh, look at this, Cannon.
Yeah, see, Cannon, he should be the one that should be thrown out.
I agree.
He incited the riot right there.
He wasn't even in the play.
He wasn't even in the play. And see, this is where referees have to take control of the game.
And they have to know
what's going on out there.
And what's been brewing the last 24 hours.
I mean,
shot clock down to 5. Morris goes right at Thompson, counted and one. And Morris yells into Thompson's face. A chance for the traditional three-point play.
Floor, but allows Morris to get to his right hand. Morris takes the contact, scores the hoop.
Thompson and Morris still jawing at each other. I think we're going to see double technicals. Mike Callahan tells him to knock it off. Double technicals on both Thompson and Morris.
Knock the ball out of Embiid's hands before he hit his arm. That's a very good point. And oh,
Marcus Smart and Embiid's going right back at him. The Sixers wisely keeping Embiid. Let's take a look. All right, I see that left arm come out. That's what he didn't like. Smart pushes him to the floor.
That's going to get Smart tossed.
Yeah,
left arm, the elbow. He elbows him.
No question.
So is this the initiation? Then has something to say. So is he, subjected to anything, Mike, because he instigates it? But Smart, that's probably going to cost him the rest of the ball game, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Crowd reacting.
Thompson got it in their space.
He crowds him and
Sean wanted a foul.
Yeah, I understand that. He came underneath him, and that's what he wanted.
He just got ejected.
Well, it happened twice.
Well, no, he made contact with Courtney Kirkland.
And it's a smart play to do. And you see that bump at the hip. So then he goes over.
You said at the top of the telecast, they foul all the time, and it's not always called. That was a foul, and it wasn't called.
I did not see the head contact here between the two officials. Let's see, Courtney. Ooh. Who leaned forward more? Well, that's it. Pretty interesting.
Was assessed one technical foul and ejected from the game.
Well, Courtney walked into him.
Why is the official walking towards the player?
Clippers, their fourth turnover. They averaged 15. That's 11th of 30 NBA teams. And Embiid and Reed going at it again. So a little game within the game here. And wow, and he brought him down. That's going to be, you know what? That's going to be a flagrant foul. I'm telling you, it's going to be a flagrant foul because and Reed wants a piece of Embiid. And Joel's laughing. But I'm going to tell you what, that's going to be a flagrant foul, and I'll tell you why. That what precipitated it, the possession before, and he just grabbed him and threw him to the wood.
Absolutely. There was no competitive spirit or any kind of basketball play there. Take a look at it again. Listen, first of all, Reed knows he's outsized. Joe throws that right elbow into him. The foul over the right shoulder. Joel not liking that at all. Take a look at it again. He doesn't even try to make a play on the ball. There's that right shoulder that kind of gets Reed in the ribs. And Reed tries to reciprocate with the throwdown.
I'm surprised if that's not a flagrant, partner.
I don't see how it can't be, partner.
Well, that's what